everyone, PushingUpRoses here, and today I have for you a Day of the Tentacle Remastered gameplay and overview. What we will be doing in this video is I will show you guys the introduction, some of the gameplay of the new Day of the Tentacle Remastered game, and giving you some critique and thoughts. I love the new artwork for this game. I love that it's in widescreen. That is always good, but for now, let's look at the bonus. Ooh, concept art! And of course it's awesome, because LucasArts, and because Day of the Tentacle, and because awesome, and because I love this game, and I'm really excited. Okay, you can turn on developers' commentary if you so desire. I will not be doing that in this little playthrough, but you can if you want to. A developer's commentary is always highly fascinating for some extra insight, so if that is your thing, I highly recommend doing that. This looks like a tomato. Okay, let us go into the introduction. We are not going to enable for now, but like I said, it is there if you like it. Yay! LucasArts! So great, so great. Okay, so new music. I can tell right away that they also remastered the music. Oh. Aw, poor little dead burb. It's been a while since I've played Day of the Tentacle. I actually never finished it, so I'm just excited to have a new retro game to play.
I'm thirsty.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't drink that.
Drink that.
Don't do it.
It looks
Oh, he
bad
did it.
for you.
It's not good.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could.
Fart! He looks constipated.
Like I could.
Oh, purple tentacle, why?
Take all the world.
Oh, poor green tentacle. Green tentacle's my favorite, you guys.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
Oh,
He belongs to
Laverne.
Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note.
Laverne is always stoned out of her mind.
It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius.
Look at Hoagie.
It's going to kill them both.
Dear Bernard, how are you? How nice of you to ask.
I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever.
So this,
Now, I know that I must go
these are the old graphics.
back to the mansion.
I did that with F1, just FYI. Let's talk about the art style real quick here while the credits are going. Every frame was hand-drawn on top of the original game's artwork, and you can see here in this side-by-side frame comparison, there's additional details, like on the side of the house here, that were added to make the game widescreen, which in my opinion makes the game a much bigger feat than, say, Grim Fandango Remastered, which didn't have those altered backgrounds. I was actually fine with that personally because Grim aged really well and didn't really need new backgrounds, but you don't get a true widescreen experience with that game, and you will with this one. I prefer these updated graphics for Day of the Tentacle over something completely reimagined. I think the cartoony aesthetic always suited the LucasArts games, and this remastered approach makes total sense for this one. Definitely appreciate the extra detail and the new artwork, which I think makes the game more vibrant and lively. Again, if I do this, I can go back at any time using F1 to the old graphics and also back to the old music. You'll notice that. And I know that the music was actually, that's actually a feat in itself because it is hard to replicate MIDIs. It's hard to get them sounding exactly the way you want to sound. So I know that they did some extra work with that because even if you played Day of the Tentacle with ScumVM, it's not perfect. people who are more savvy with virtual machines and computers, like I am, you will know that virtual machines are not perfect. They will not play the game perfectly as it was on original hardware. But I can tell this music here, I can tell that they went through extra lengths to get it to sound like it is actually playing on original hardware using the original sound card that was used. And that's actually a challenge, believe it or not. It's something we don't notice, it's something we take for granted, but
Okay,
background
spread
music,
out.
man,
Lando
it's
stuff.
important.
Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And an appointment with
I've got
some
a show to
weed.
set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get a test.
Hoagie,
for
Hoagie.
drugs.
Well, that was
Find out
rude.
Dr.
He just
Fred.
left.
He's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
Okay, so some controls here. It's your typical point and click interface. I will show you more of that soon. Let's see, and we can control Hoagie, Bernard, and Laverne. If you didn't know, Day of the Tentacle. Why do I keep saying tentacle in like 500 different ways? Day of the Tentacle. Day of the Tentacle is in fact a sequel to Maniac Mansion. If you recall Maniac Mansion, you are able to control 3 characters at once. I always found that to be a bit overwhelming, which is why I didn't really get into Day of the Tentacle, because it's like, ugh. Really, I gotta control 3 characters again. What the fuck? But this one is a little more lax, and in this first part, you don't control 3 right now. I'm only in control of Bernard. Let's have him look around. It looks really good. I think this style is perfect for Day of the Tentacle. If you take a look back, yes, the old and pointless verbs that they gave us to use. We will not be using all of these verbs. You can play it this way. I love the, I love the option.
It's stuck to the floor.
But I think this cartoony style, kind of the hand-painted drawn, is perfect for Day of the Tentacle. I was so excited when I saw it. I love cartoony graphics, and really, Day of the Tentacle looked cartoony anyway. It was already that pixelated, cartoony look, so this is quite nice. Let's try out the mechanics here. You're gonna right-click on something, and you'll see that it kind of resembles that full throttle mechanic. I don't know if that was the first game that used this right-click, and then you have a menu mechanic. It was certainly the first game that I had played that used this mechanic. Curse of Monkey Island also used it. I think it is much better than all those goddamn, I'm sorry, this is gonna sound blasphemous, but those pointless verbs. There's way too many of them. Come on. Like, seriously, do we really what? Do we need this many? I don't think so. What's this? A flyer. Let's take the flyer. Just take anything that you see. That's mine now. There is a fake barf on the ceiling. I need that. You haven't
I
lived
can't reach it up there.
until you've worked with fake barfs. That's what I always say. They did not update the lip sync. It is exactly from the game, so I will show you that.
I don't have time for idle chit-chat now. I have work to do.
So if we do it here,
I don't have time for that now. I'm on a mission.
yeah, it is definitely the same lip sync. It is not an updated lip sync, but the graphics are all updated and the music is all updated, which I think is, again, a feat in itself. I actually love how it looks. Let's open the drawer. They still do have all these fucking verbs, but at least it's in a way that I can understand them and not glommed into those, the old school ones. Which, if that is your preference, if that's how you like to play, far be it from me to tell you how to play this game, but personally, I have no need for all of this. I would much rather have, something like this that's easier to use. This will be available for the PlayStation, so of course it will be easier to bring up this menu. So yes, I am playing the PC version if you are curious, but it will also be coming out for PS4. Let's see, how do I access my inventory? Whoops, my bad. Let's see here. If I right-click, maybe? Right-click. I don't actually know. I don't actually know how. Maybe I should have read the controls. Let's open this grandfather clock here.
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
And if you haven't played Day of the Tentacle, this will definitely pique your interest, I hope. It's an excellent game, very
Laverne,
funny,
how'd you
very
get
funny
upstairs?
point and click.
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made
Jafar?
good sense, actually. Until
Jasmine.
one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you
Doctor has
know,
very,
Bernard?
very chapped hands. He keeps rubbing them together.
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks, Bernard.
Yes, thank you.
Why,
naive
thanks,
human.
man.
Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
Bernard, you asshat.
I'll try to talk him out of it.
We have just unleashed the greatest evil in the world. A purple tentacle.
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milk
take a look.
toast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity.
Whoops.
Our only hope now
Oopsie
is to turn
doodle.
off my sludge-o-magic machine
It's my bad.
and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it yesterday through the time machine.
To the time machine.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
I can't get this lotion into my hands.
John.
Doc,
does
can't
not
you just
absorb
send
well.
Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people.
Stop rubbing your hands together. So if you didn't pick it up, we're actually in bathrooms, like outhouses, chrono-johns. They are time-traveling
Where
bathrooms.
I'll be.
Aw.
Bernard,
Okay.
float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
That change in music, man.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die.
Die. Die.
Sure, Dr.
It's very
Fred
ominous.
wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Right, Hang 10, man. This is fun. Alright, so that is Hoagie. He is back in time. And Laverne, and we just get placed back here. Which is good because I think I actually forgot something in the beginning. And I know my viewers are gonna crucify me for forgetting something,
Mail
so...
order jewels?
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your
Ah,
buddies have
okay,
to do
seems
is
easy.
plug in their respective chronogens and...
I'll get you your
Plug them
diamond.
in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery
This
plans?
damned lotion.
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me.
The
with
turmoil of having
boy.
dry skin.
Help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Find the plans! I'm on it. I got this. I know what to do. Before I do anything at all, I'm gonna
Maybe
follow
I
him
put
up
them
there.
Upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
You guys seen Rugrats or Hey Arnold? The grandfather, actually, that's who he reminds me of. Like if you were to merge the grandpa from Rugrats and the grandpa from Hey Arnold. Arnold, look inside yourself. Alright, so I think there's a diamond here and I forgot it, so I'm gonna pick it up. Bloop. Whoops. So first order of business is to find the plans, but I'm gonna walk around. I do know where the plans are. You'll see that in a second.
The plans.
Ooh, I can get like a piece of candy maybe. You know what would be great? If I could figure out my inventory.
Except for those beef squeakies, I got everything I want out of there.
Is it this? How do I do it? I should have read the controls. Alright, where's the, what do I do? How do I figure out these controls? Options? Options? Why didn't I read those? I don't know. It looks like the little mouse wheel will open my inventory. Okay. Easy enough. Let's do that. Aha! Yes. All of my stuff.
I'd rather not.
What? This is one of those games that was kind of difficult to run for people who are not computer savvy. Not everyone is computer savvy. I know this may come as a shock to you, but not everyone can be me and run all their games. And even if you knew to play this, it's hard to run it without pirating it. You would need to have your, your discs, which I had the discs, and I ended up running it in Scum. And Scum VM, again, it's not perfect. Running things through a virtual machine is not perfect. You can come across problems, and not everyone is savvy enough to know how to run these old games on new operating systems. That's just how it is. So I really think, my overall opinion here is this re-release will make this game more accessible to new gamers, to old gamers who maybe wanted to play this and couldn't get it running. But yeah, I'm really glad this is re-released, and I really think it looks extremely charming, you guys. This game makes me feel fuzzy and happy and goofy.
To do.
I think these are the plans.
I've got the plans.
Where'd he
Quick,
come
we
from?
have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
Flush them down the toilet. It's the only way.
My ingenious super battery design, please.
I don't understand the plans. They were right there. This is a very
Really
silly,
flushed them.
goofy game.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
Even more so than
Through
Maniac Mansion.
time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
And it won't even clog the pipes.
Inanimate objects to each other through time.
Where was that coming from?
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Rat.
That was some
Did you hear
nasty
something?
weed.
No, let's see if what's his name catches on.
Yeah, Laverne is interesting. An interesting character.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Okay, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
I'm in the
Dr.
toilet.
Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogen, Hoagie.
Put your hand in the toilet.
Edison. He's my great grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogen.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Bernard.
Good boy.
He's so
Does
Californian.
he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Let's take a look here.
Time for me to save the
Ooh.
world, I guess.
Now I am playing as Bernard because you play as all three characters. Meanwhile, 400 years later.
Get me down from here.
Okay, so Laverne is in the future, and we will be working together. More concept art? Awesome. We will be working together to get her out. Ooh, ah. This is what it looks like before, with all of our unnecessary verbs. And again, widescreen. Very nice transitions. Plays very smoothly. Awesome. Go on the door, god damn it. Ah, yes. Let's see. I'll just do a couple more things and then we'll kind of wrap up with my thoughts here. But first impressions, really like it. Obviously, I knew I would. Let's go back here. And yes, like I said, you can play the whole game like this if you really wanted to. Pick up Mummy.
That would not be respectful. Besides, I might get caught. That would not be respectful.
Oh, come on, Hoagie.
Besides, I might get caught.
Okay, I gotcha. Can we talk to the mummy? Hello.
What's up? Don't feel like talking, huh? Vow of silence or something, probably, right? Well, that's cool.
Like, do we have...
I have something for Red Edison. Do you know where I could find him? Great hat, man.
I don't think he's listening. We can just keep going.
I know some dudes in a band who'd eat roaches for hats like that.
Okay, Hoagie.
Later, dude.
That's enough of that. So I actually... Let me see if I can switch using the 1, 2, 3 keys.
So as soon as Hoagie gets
Okay,
that
I
battery
switched
working,
to
we're
Bernard.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
alive.
Get me out of here. I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
And it's giving her a really severe wedgie. So I think what I need to do is so I can switch. Let's see if I can switch to Laverne. Not yet, because she's not in play yet. But I'm just switching using the 1, 2, 3 keys on my numpad. I can switch from Hoagie to Bernard. Let's bring up my inventory, and we are going to flush this flyer down the toilet. And that's
Okay,
kind of
I
how this
flushed
game works. You're kind of sending each other stuff. You're working together. So I can play up here, and then I can switch over to Hoagie and go and retrieve the thing I sent him, which was the help wanted flyer. So we're gonna click. Alrighty. Let's go to the field. Just kind of take a look around here. Get a good sense of the game. Ah! Oh, it's Ben Franklin. Hey, what's up, my man? How would you like a can opener? I don't know if this will work,
I'd
but we'll
rather
see.
not.
Okay, let's just talk to him.
Hi there, mister.
Franklin, Ben Franklin, soon to be known as the inventor of electricity.
He sounds like
do
Ed
you know
Gwynn,
Red
of
Edison?
course.
He's a scientist guy, too.
Red Edison? A scientist? He's just an innkeeper who pretends to be a scientist, and he's not very good at doing either one. I can't believe Washington and Jefferson picked his inn, of all places, to write our Constitution.
Shouldn't you say the discoverer of electricity?
Oh, drama.
You think the ultimate power in the universe is just
Scandal.
under some rock waiting to be discovered? Ha! I, Ben Franklin, am going to summon power from the sky by sheer force of genius.
He's crackers.
I wonder what Red would say about that.
Who cares about that crackpot?
Wow, that's mean.
What's so bad
It's not
about
right.
Red?
It's wrong.
What can you say about a guy who spent the last 4 years perfecting a left-handed hammer? He's insane. And he steals other people's inventions, too, before they can even apply for a patent. Not that I'm
Scandaloso. Okay. I'm gonna say
Well,
see ya.
Carry on.
But yeah, this is basically a Day at the Tentacle Remastered. It is a brilliant game on its own. If you like adventure games, you will like Day of the Tentacle. It's very goofy, it's very funny, extremely lighthearted. I love this remaster. I'm really glad to see it back into the limelight. I'm really glad it's going to be accessible for people. I hope a lot of people play it. I will be playing it. I have never beaten it, so I'm actually pretty stoked about that. So I'm going to end with going back to Bernard over here. The doctor is still rubbing his hands together. Oh, these winter seasons. I will end on this note. I just wanted to show you guys the gameplay, the introduction. Hopefully this piqued your interest and gave you a good idea of whether or not you would like this game or not. Personally, you guys know how I feel. Extremely excited. Glad to see it back. I will be finishing this game. Thank you guys for watching, and leave any comments below in the comment section if you so desire. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.